check out my bike. I'm touring from Buson all the way up as far as I can go, north of Korea on the east coast, across to Seoul, then back down. But I've got to show you this. There's a crab on that building. My goodness. Nice crab restaurant by the looks of it. And there are the tanks. And there are all the crabs. But I've got to hit the road and have noodles later. Today's the third day on the road, and I've learnt my lesson from the first light, and I found a spot to camp a bit earlier this time. I'm camping at 6 o'clock, still plenty of light, and a nice little grassy area. Few thorns under the ground, under the tent. I had to put a good sheet so I'm protected, but today was good. I think I did about 90 kilometers, so I'm quite happy about that. Probably over the next couple of days I'll probably get a little bit quicker, so going good. This is where I caught my tent on fire the other day. It's all a bit damaged. Luckily it's still alright. I can zip it down to here, and that's it. So you've got that little bit opening there. I have a little tie here. I suppose I can stretch it out, but it's still workable. It still works pretty good. That was a silly little mistake. Never mind. Wow, check this out. The fish bridge. As I cycle up the coast, I come across these like phone boxes, old phone boxes, and they have a map of where I am. I think I'm here at the moment. So I cycle from here, I'm here at the moment, and I've still got all this to go. So as you go, I got myself a passport and a stamp pad, and I stamped the book just to show where I was. So you keep a record of it, or you can do it on one of these on the phone, but somehow it didn't work. Anyway, that's me today, so I'll keep on going. And it's supposed to be raining today, but no rain. I'm going to share this with you. Cycling along, and I saw this and I had to pull over. There's accommodation over there, single units. Looks okay, but check this out. Aren't these gas storages or fuel for at the garages that they bury under the ground? Or maybe they put them on the surface. They've actually reconverted them to accommodation. There's a door there, window. Looks like it hasn't been used for a long time. This one's got an aircon, so maybe this one gets used. How bizarre. It'd be quite dark in there, wouldn't it? And that's the front of it. Oh yeah, it's got a couple of windows over there, so it's not too bad. I can't see inside it. It's a bit too high for me. But wow, that's pretty bizarre. Just finished climbing a big hill. Stamped my passbook over in the phone booth over there, where you can stamp it every time you come through a little town. There's my bike. There's a little picnic area, I suppose. And there's the town, Nakdonggang. And I'll go down there and find somewhere where I can have something to eat. I haven't had breakfast yet, and it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock or something like that. It's a bit hazy day, which is a good riding day. The sun's not out completely yet, so the rain is behind us, so which is good news, and I'm heading north, going good. Passing through Samchok and come across this amazing garden area. You can see there's a cycle path here, walk path up here. I'm up here, I went to the wrong one of course, hopefully no one stops me. And there's roses all the way down here, just like all different colours. It's amazing. Look at the nice little trees over there. Goes on forever. So there must be a lot of work here. But as you're riding down, you can smell the roses. It's really nice. It's like, wow, amazing sight. And the river's just over there. And unfortunately, there's an industrial area, but never mind, they do their best. But, oh, the roses are nice. And you can see people walking around here taking photos, and old people sitting around and chatting away. It's quite a good social area, so it's really nice. Nice flowers. Check this out. These are stingrays, aren't they? Never thought you could eat them. Wow. It's a fish shop, sure, all dried out. And I've seen it all along the town here. Never would have thought.
시계도 있고요. 많이 있습니다. 우리나라 어디에서도 모시고 흐려고.
What a great little town here I'm passing through. Got a bit of a river that comes through. Nice little cafes and restaurants and all that. Nice park over here that has a museum, which I just showed you before, with an old steam train. And you walk through the carriages and you see old pictures and stuff like that. Then a little train track for the little kiddies to go around the park. Looks kind of fun. And I'll just show you this coffee shop. See, how's that for a coffee shop over there? You see the over there? It looks like an old sailing ship. I'll zoom in a bit more. Nice little coffee shop. They're always doing work right along the coastline. There's always work. There's always heavy gear working away. It's either that or it's all fenced off and barbed wired off, razor wired with military. Huge military presence here. Well, not in this town, but around. Well, that looks like fun. I don't know if they need to pedal or maybe it's electrically driven, because I've seen some of them not pedaling at all, like this one here, but they're still moving. But they have pedals there. And there's little buggies again, and coming up to the big train. And I need to stop. Oh, good walk. Last night I found this wonderful little green patch of campsite I could actually put my tent up for the night. It was about 7:30 I finally found it. Passing many other camping sites, paid camping sites I guess they are, in the towns. I tried to find information about it, but no one spoke English. And besides, it was all it was really weird. They're all camping on on sand, so it didn't look very appealing at all. So that's the entrance over there, and it's a very quiet area, nice flat ground, very peaceful night. You could hear the traffic a little bit from the main road back over there, but generally it was okay. Fantastic. I'm about 5 kilometers away from the border of North Korea and South Korea, and I've got to point out this. I've passed 3 of these structures already. They're like bridges. Well, bridges like haven't been finished, you know, a road that used to come across here. And I thought, oh, that's a bit odd, you know, military camouflaged and all that. But this is the 3rd one, and I thought, oh, I'll have a closer look. So what I realized is that these are actually big concrete blocks, obviously. But if the enemy was coming through and wanted to use this road, what they do is that I'm guessing that they just push these blocks onto the road here, and it slows down the enemy of accessing the country. I thought, oh wow, that's a good idea. Never thought of that. So I don't know how to push them over, but maybe with explosives or something like that. I suppose it wouldn't take long. That's pretty cool. Anyway, in about half an hour or so, I'll be at the border. Oh. Well, I just came from the border checkpoint. They wouldn't let me through. I asked, why is it closed? Why can't I get through? The COVID virus. has shut down all access to the museum or the observation point right to the border of North Korea. So that's a shame. So maybe I have to come back another time and complete the cycle tour. Just come off the busy road and I'm following this the river along this road here. It's nice and pleasant, really relaxing, tailwind, downhill, nothing more you can ask for, really. It's 5 o'clock or 5:30 and just finished a big hill climb, and now it's pouring down with the rain. Thunders was happening around me, and I was looking for a place to camp. Over there was pretty ideal, see the flowers and all that. Just over a bit there's like a ledge, and there's a nice place to camp, but people were doing like toilet paper and stuff like that, and so I wasn't really keen at camping there. Then it started raining and I saw this shelter here. It's all on hard bricks and all that, but I got a mattress, so that'd be okay. So I'll set up tent under the shelter, so I'll be okay now. So very happy. I had two choices. I could have gone through the tunnel, which is directly underneath us, or go up and over. I've already gone through one tunnel, which I know I wasn't supposed to. It had big signs there saying that cyclists. Yep, but I did. I think there's just thunder there. Anyway. So this time I thought I better not push my luck because the traffic was a bit thicker. So I decided to climb up this hill. It took me about half an hour. I walked most of the way because it was just too steep and the whole heart rate was going flat out. So yeah, so it's all going good. So it was really good timing. When it rained, I found a spot. I've been very lucky. And you can see here, I've just whacked the pegs in the gaps of the bricks, so it worked out quite good. So maybe next time I'll get a freestanding tent, so all I need to do is put the frame up, drop it down, no pegs, and that's it. Because twice now that would have been handy, but I still managed, it still worked, and the tent's not getting wet at all, so I'm really lucky. I'm very happy. So I'm about 120 kilometers away from Seoul, so tomorrow I'll be there. So got to go to the little post office, post stamp areas all the way. So yeah, we'll see how we go. So I'm really looking forward to it. Looking forward to heading south again. Not keen on the city though. Thanks for listening. I'm back on the official trail just north of Seoul, and I'm about 110 kilometers away from Seoul now, so hopefully I'll get there today. So where I'll stay for the night, I have no idea, but this is part of the trail. Quite nice really, isn't it? Just cycling out of Seoul at the moment. We are stayed at our relative's house for the night, and I come across all this. These here look like plots of land and a little hut. Looks like the city folks that had probably the past in the farming. They have their little veggie patch here, and it goes on for quite some distance, much further out there. Some of them are quite good. Every inch of the ground has been used. I think it's a great idea. They can come out, the elderly people can come out, do their gardening and sit here and have some lunch and enjoy themselves. Big social event. Yes, but anyway, back on the road. Wow, this reminds me of the times when I worked in Australia, working underground and the big drives. Not as round, not as clean, and it definitely smells better here. funny how it's going. All the tunnels I've been through so far, for me it's been going downhill in the tunnel. The reason why they've got to have a slope in the tunnel is the water flow. If it floods or rains, something like that, the water goes out. It's 5:30 in the morning, a bit chilly, and just passing a dam, and there's a 24-hour mart back there. So I thought, oh, brilliant time for a cup of coffee to warm myself up. So I locked the bike, went out the steps, and you know what? I just found out that it was closed. It doesn't know. Hello! So there's people just waving to me, and yeah, it was closed. It doesn't open until 7:30. Ah, bugger. Never mind. I'll keep going. But check out the dam. And here's the dam. Looks pretty neat. And I need to stamp my book. I think I've done this already 3 years ago when I came through, but I'll just double check because I know I've missed a couple. There's a fishing pond here. This is dedicated for fishers. I assume that once I've catch it, they've got to throw them back in. See, they're made of car seats. Made nice and comfortable. That's pretty good actually, didn't it? Three years ago I came through here. I remember seeing this structure, the bridge and all that. It was pretty good. Big waterfall there. Wow. Brilliant day it is. And go for a walk all the way up there. But today I won't. I did last time, but not this time. I've seen a number of these along the way. They're a climbing centre. You can see the mats on the ground here. Obviously they're for beginners and for the more advanced people. Wow. That'd be tough. Gotta have a lot of upper body strength for that. Anyway, back on the road. This trail is so popular, many cyclists come up and down. I've seen quite a few today. The good thing is that the government supports it. They have this air pump for the tyres. So if you have if your bike's low on pressure, you have a pump. I've used it a couple of times because my back tyre here has a slow leak. Probably once every 3 days I got to pump it up. Now it's pretty good at the moment. The front tyre's okay, but that's a really handy thing to have. So that's a good positive thing. About to have my healthiest meal that I've had since I'm on the trail. It's a bibimbap. Look at the vegetables, excellent. I think what I'm going to do is add that there, basically put it all in there, mix it all up, and it tastes absolutely fantastic. I haven't had it for a while. I'm so glad the lady upstairs told me about it. It was a convenience shop and I was just going to have noodles. She said, downstairs, a bibimbap. So I went down here. Oh my goodness. So looking forward to it. Final night before I head back into Hanggang, which is about 120 kilometers away. I'll do that tomorrow. I won't be on the cycle track, so I have to kind of improvise and use a bit of the main road and side streets and all that, try to keep off the busy roads. So hopefully it'll be alright. But what a great spot this is. Not a sound, no motor cars or anything like that. The highway's just over there further. Must be, so very happy. Just an old abandoned building over there. Great.